Just playing with you.
Nah.
Yeah, yeah. Microphone check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. They try to put us in a box, right? They try to put us in a box, right? Say you can only do one thing. Say you can only do one thing. But when you the boss, you do everything. You do everything. Let's get it. Let's get it. Me boss upgrade. Me boss upgrade.
I wake up, I wake up. Digital architect, but it's many intellect. Multi-platform, multi-platform. Every stream is a present from YouTube to present live. I'm holding court, turning passion to a sport, never selling short. I got the gamers locked in, watching the gamers locked in. Headshots and high scores, catching the big scores. But look, baby, see the hustle in the frame. I ain't playing the game, I'm changing the game. The algorithm can't read the heart of a giant. Only the real ones subscribe. Staying compliant to the movement, the grind, the heavy elevation. Broadcasting to the nation. Elevate, never gonna hesitate. Never watching the screen. Yeah, they watching the screen. Yeah, they watching.
Can't nobody hear you? You can hear yourself? I can't hear you. I see your lips moving. Oh, you must be having a conversation. You don't want nobody to hear it.
Nah,
Oh, okay. There you go.
yeah. So I was I didn't know what that my mic was muted. They muted my mic, but regardless, the point is what I was saying was I appreciate you. This your boy Boss Up Great, and welcome to the show. I got CW here, and we are on all platforms, and we are streaming right now. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and let's get into the show. Let's put it on stage. Hit play.
Never let a man use me. With the capital N. Never let a man use me. Let me tell you something. I am the most unusable person ever. If you ever tell me your problem, I am going to act as if I just heard the worst news ever. And I'm going to ask you this simple question. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? And I'm going to seem so like, oh my God, like distraught, like damsel in distress, like, oh, what are you going to do about it? It's never going to be, what are we going to do about it? It's never going to be, oh my God, I can help you. Oh my God, what do you need from me? Never. It's always going to be, what are you going to do about it?
Bro, I'm going to stop her right there, man. That's crazy. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Can you hear me now?
Yes, can definitely hear you.
So I just want to make sure. What do you think about that comment right there, just alone? She's like, you never gonna be able to use me. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? What's going on, Whisper? How you doing? I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook and and on Twitch too, as I am on TT. I appreciate you joining. But yeah, I cannot believe the fact that she it has this mindset. Have you ever had that mindset as a woman?
No, I'm wondering where the heck she got that from because that's BS. Everybody gets used at some point, whether you feel like you are or you're not. Like technically, if we want to be petty about it, she's getting used right now because she's up here and she's telling people this, and she's kind of almost like giving advice without knowing she's giving it. So if you want to be anal about it, she's subconsciously giving advice on how to not get used, but you're
Right.
still getting used. Everybody gets used. Everything gets used. Can you imagine getting in your car and the tires of your car says, "Hey, I don't feel like you're using me today." But that's what the purpose is. That's what it's for. If somebody comes to you as a friend and asks you a question because they don't understand something, they need clarity, and you feel like, well, you don't want to help them, you just want to get them to answer their own question. In a sense, you still helping. Like, what is she trying to say she don't want to do? Because hollering about use, I just feel like she almost make herself sound uneducated because it doesn't even sound like she's using that term for the right thing. Because the analogy she gave just didn't make sense. Oh, you're not gonna use me, but if you come ask me a question, I'm gonna ask you what you plan on doing about it. How are you gonna solve your own problem? Technically, they usually say in the world of psychology, that's giving someone their own power back, restoring their power. Because if they can answer that question, you still help them. So I don't know where she was going with that. I really don't. It didn't make sense to me. It don't make sense. I just would have to hear some more of why does she even feel like that. That sounds so, I don't know, ignorant for real. It don't even make sense.
Like in the comments has got some questions. What's your questions, Miss Whisper? I see you. You said you had some questions, and you said, "Hmm." So we'll take a real quick question, real quick. Matter of fact, type that question up. I'm gonna continue the video so that way we can try to get through a little bit more of this.
When you make yourself seem useless, you cannot help anybody, the moochers leave. And you're giving that man the ability to be the big dog in the situation, and he can handle himself, because men don't need our help. They don't need our help. This world was meant for men to thrive. If a man needs your help, run. Literally run. If a man needs your help, run.
You know what? I truly do believe there are women that have probably seen this lady, because I've seen some people that has probably, and I know a couple of my homeboys have experienced this. They have an issue or something like that, and then for whatever reason, they lady, they wife, they girlfriend, whatever it is, they can't help them figure it out. I think it's weird. I think they were listening to this lady. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying it seems too familiar to me.
Man does not need a woman's help. This world is a man's world. We just got our rights 50 years ago. How could we ever help a man? We live in a patriarchy. How could we help a man? Men thrive in this world. We have to work twice as hard to just be half as good. And men, this is your world. Why do you need a woman's help? So if a man needs your help, run.
All right, let's talk expedience
That's
versus
kinda
tonal.
weird.
Which is better? So if you're thinking about building a home gym,
So I don't know, man. It's weird that she would say, you know, it's a man's world and all that. I thought we were way past that. I mean, that was like James Brown days when we were talking about, man's world. And I see that you said she's ignorant, and you said this BS. And you said, what movie is this? This is not a movie. This is social media. This is somebody that really has their opinion, and they're trying to force it and put it out there on other women in this new age time to say that, this is the way that you should be thinking, girl. You don't need to be helping him. Now, look, I know y'all this ain't everybody's cup of tea, but from a biblical perspective, you are supposed to be called the helpmate. So now you're telling these women to not help. I'm just saying. Carry on, CW. What's your thoughts? I'm interested to know.
I still think she's very ignorant. I feel like her whole conversation was all over the place. First of all, nobody. I don't know if maybe we played the middle of what she was talking about, but she was talking about being used. She said if somebody was to come ask her about something, she's going to ask them the question, well, how could you solve that problem? Well, then she went into, this is a man's world. She went into, if you have to help a man, you should run. Men don't need our help as women. I know that's a lie for sure, because women sometimes tend to be a little bit more discerning when it comes to certain things. You know how usually sometimes you'll see a man and a woman, and the man will just want to go in for the kill, but a woman will be like, hey, think about this way, think about it that way. Like usually, sometimes you have a woman that she'll see things you don't see in your friends because you're just not thinking about it that deep, like women do. So I think that's definitely not true that that men don't need women. That's false.
right?
Like at the end of the day, I think
And-
she's
and-
just.
yeah, I mean,
It's almost like is she trying to catfish people? Because if she's really serious, oh my God, men should run from her. Because
right,
now I feel like she's pretty in the face, but she's like a pretty dummy.
right.
Catfish.
I got comments here. The comment says, "We don't need young women any more than men telling us what to do and how to live our lives." She also put, she's entitled to her opinions, but has no business telling others how they should live. I did not agree with one thing she said. Her beauty will fade. Did she end up saying that she is not like her beauty isn't going to fade too? Oh, you said I did not.
Um,
One thing she said. Okay, I got you. No. I misunderstood what the comments were saying, but I get it now. But yeah, that's all true. That's all true. We agree with you, Whisper. We agree with you. But yeah, you guys that
mhm.
join us in the comments, we're basically looking at this lady who's saying, in her opinion, that a woman should not help a man do anything. Okay, a woman should not help a man do anything, especially when it comes to decision making. That's what this lady said. And I honestly believe there is an agenda out here uh, to actually be like this. Now, if you don't help your man do anything, as far as making any type of decision, what value are you? That's my question. What value are you bringing at that point? This is supposed to
Mhm.
be a together thing. This is supposed to be a mutual partnership. And then at that point, like, you're not bringing any value to me. So why should we continue on with this if you can't help with any decisions? I'm just saying. Any other thoughts
Yeah,
you
what
want
she
to do? You
said
want me
just
to
didn't
play?
make sense.
All right. Well, look, let's continue on.
So, unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, I agree with kind of what she's saying. But my response is if a woman really likes you, she'll help you. I always say this. Even if you do have something going on. Rule number one of the P game, and I'm not a P at all, is you have to get a woman to do something. You have to give her something to do. You know what I'm saying? A woman just can't be sitting back twiddling her thumbs because she gets bored real quick. A woman finds purpose in doing things for men, right? And you'll have women regurgitating this whole idea that they're the prize. She's absolutely right. Your man, get up, get out, get after it. Nobody's going to bring anything to you. And you never tell your problems to your woman, even your wifey for lifey. I get it. You can talk about things, but not just woe is me and all this stuff like that. Women don't want to hear that, right? Women want to see you as a superhero a lot of times. But then you do have, on the flip side, don't get me wrong, guys, you do have the pookie lovers, which is what she's referring to. You do have women that will do anything. Women will sell buns. Women will sell property. Women will do all types of things for dudes that aren't doing anything but contributing to their demise.
Gaza's population
That's crazy.
is on the brink of famine. Every
At the
hour
end of the day,
counts.
A
do
detriment to their
everything
life.
for these, like you said, pookie lovers. And it's just insane. But I don't know, man. It's very disturbing that the comment was made. I also got some more comments here. It says, "Do F right off and welcome to 2026 FFS." I don't know what FFS means. We are our own heroes and our own providers. We want men for companionship. Period. Holy F. The comments is going wild. The comments is going
Oh,
wild.
so basically, the person who just commented was basically saying like, what I get out of that is women have taken their power back. They're no longer in the back of the bus. Like they're up front saying, "We're here. we're doing just as much as a man does. Me personally, I just feel like, there's certain things we can't do physically by nature. But when it comes to being able to think, a woman that can think for herself is a powerful woman. A woman that can't be easily manipulated is a very powerful woman. But you have some women out here who just get stuck in that mindset of, well, he's the man, so I have to sit back, be quiet. I can't do this, I can't do that. And one time I never forget when my kids were small, I took my oldest daughter to a park, and I remember there was this guy who made T-shirts, and I was supposed to meet up with him so he could, show me a design he was gonna create for my label. And so while we were there, he just had this deep like expression on his face, and I just asked him what was going on, what was wrong. Like he just looked like something was bothering him, and he just was like listening to me talk about my ambition and my drive and everything I was trying to do. He said it inspired him. He was like, because he was like, all with all due respect, my wife, I wish my wife was like that, because I do everything, and it's like it seems like all she wants to do is just do everything I do. I'm like, man, no, please go find you some friends, go do something, go figure out something you want to do. Like I'll pay for you to figure out what you want to do. And she just doesn't want to do anything but what I do. And I'm like, yo, that's tough, because you do have some women that's like that. This particular lady on the show though, she's more or less like just saying, basically, you find a man that needs your help, ditch him. But you can't say that so fast, because it depends on what kind of help that man needs. What if he has a business and he just needs somebody to make phone calls for him? You gonna just say, "Oh, forget him," and he has $1 million business, but forget him because he needs you to make phone calls? It just has to add up. It's not enough content in what she's saying for it to really make sense. And then
Exactly.
what the guy said, when like when he said he agreed with her, um, I'm wondering like how deep. I mean, he explained some things, but I just would have to hear more of what he's saying to see where he's going with it. Because I don't want to speak too soon on him and not be able to really see like where he's trying to take this when he says he agrees with her. Because I'm like, how?
Let's get into that.
You have women out there, and I think a lot of women have that within them. But you have some women who are not as attractive, and you have some women who are attractive who get and have always gotten everything they wanted. They've never been told no. Anything that she never really has to say anything. And that's been her lifestyle. But a lot of you guys, if you're dealing with a woman, because she talked about leeches, if you're dealing with a woman that feels like a leech and that you're basically taking care of a child, even though I do say that women are like children at the end of the day, then what are we doing here? What good are you to me other than buns? Right? And I think that's what I titled this video. Maybe I might have changed it, but that's really how it is. She's proven that that's really what a woman, because women will want to say that we're equal, and you have women like her to say that, well, we aren't equal. Then you have women who will say, I'm independent. You can't tell me what to do, so on and so forth, but they want provision. The insanity, women make up rules as they go along because they're mentally ill. You know what I mean? Borderline schizophrenic. You know what I'm saying? It, And you guys know what I'm talking about. And you studs that are watching know what I'm talking about, because this is how women are. So you listen to stuff like this, even though she does have a point. She does have a point. And a lot of you guys, you learn this the hard way. When you start telling your problems to a woman, hoping that she helps. I need you to build with me. I need you to do this. No, if you're going to come into all of this, don't be having expectations if you're not contributing in some way, shape, or form. And women really can't seem to articulate what it is that they bring to a relationship. Because I don't even want to say bring to the table. They really can't articulate it.
Why did you cancel your Midjourney subscription?
I found this hidden AI that does everything I want for a one-time cost. I'll show you.
Let's say you want to create a coloring book. All you do is type your idea, like, I want a coloring book of cute animals. And just like that, the pages are done for you.
And especially when it comes
What happened? You there?
All right, so sorry, I had my mic muted. I was talking to TT, but in regards to what he was saying, I kind of do understand what he's saying. A lot of women, you can't tell your issues and your problems with. It's just like I don't know why. It's like they act kind of like, I guess, what old girl was saying. They can't handle the problems. They can't handle the truth. Maybe it's not all women. I'm not saying it's all women, but a lot of women that I've experienced and seen. As soon as you tell them the problem, oh shoot, I gotta run. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So all she's doing is just saying what he's basically saying, but he's just saying, look, bro, don't even tell them, because they already are not going to be prepared to be able to try to help you, even want to help you. Maybe I don't know what the percentage is, but I know it's a lot. Just saying.
I think it's because there's a stigma where women are always taught their whole life women are way more mature than men, but that's not always true.
Yeah.
Because if you have a woman that comes into a relationship with a man that he has some immaturity, which we all do, and she doesn't know how to speak life into that man, because women are by nature nurturers. Men are, by nature are more protectors. So if a woman goes into a relationship and a man has an issue with something and he's having a vulnerable moment and he's talking to her, telling her, an immature woman would say, "Oh my God, I can't believe he's telling me this," and get on the phone and chit chat with her homegirls. That's what some women do. A mature woman, she's gonna want to listen. She's gonna nurture him because she's gonna give him some advice on something he could do and actually help him figure it out. But immature women, they are the ones that come into a situation and they see a man cry. I can't have no crying man. He's a
Yeah.
punk. He's too soft. He's too this. He's too that. A mature woman to see this man also has feelings. He hurts just like I hurt, and it's okay for him to cry. But what happens sometimes is the immature woman will take what he cried about, and later when she gets mad at him, she'll use it against him. That's immaturity. And a lot of women, all our lives, most of us, because I was told it too, growing up, I went through certain phases in life, and I can always remember being told women are way more mature than men. Women grow quicker. Women women grow sooner than men. I always heard that. You ever notice children, as children are growing up, they can be the same age, and you'll go through a whole summer after you get out of high school or after when you go on school break or whatever, you'll notice that the girl grew quick. The boy, he's still short. He still don't have no bass in his voice. Then the next year comes, still the same age. She eventually, the woman mellows out. The girl mellows out. But the boy, he starts to grow, and then after a while, he continues to grow until he gets to a certain point. It takes a little longer for men, but that doesn't mean that women just know it all. That doesn't mean that women have all the answers. Some women are just very immature and they haven't been taught.
The conversation said
They
it's
just,
not about physical maturity, and I agree with that. I gotta do this puzzle here.
hmm,
It's not about physical maturity. That's what they said, and I agree with that. It's about emotional maturity. That's what they said too. Correct. No one has all the answers. I agree with that. But
well, yeah, I mean, I agree. It's about emotional maturity. I use physical as a way for you to see how women and men grow,
they
and
don't know
sometimes
about
how.
mature. That's not maturity in that sense, though. That's all we were saying, right? That's not about maturity. That's physical, whatever. You can't control that, regardless. We're talking about like the
I was
mental.
just no, I was like I was using it as an analogy when it comes to how we grow from each other. That was just one thing. I wasn't talking like, oh, that's supposed to be the whole example for how I'm explaining maturity. Because
Okay.
all he's really basically getting to is maturity. Like you have immature women who think that, and you have men that think differently. Just like all I'm saying is it has to do with your level of thinking and your perception and the maturity that you're at in life. If you get with a woman that's very immature, she's gonna look at you crying as, why are you crying? Why are you doing that? That's
Right.
how she's gonna look at you. But if she's not immature and she has some level of understanding, one, of herself, being self-aware, being able to assess a situation, like there's a lot that comes with being a strong-minded, mature woman. It really is. There's a
Right.
lot that can be said about that, but I mean, it just depends on what part you want to dissect.
Right. Let's get back to it.
The buns is if that's not on the regular. If she's not showering you with buns and head, like what are we doing here? You're not helping. You everything is just handout. When are you going to take me out on a date? All this stuff we see on date apps. Take me out on a date. Men don't know how to set up dates. Stop doing the what are you doing to death? How are you? How are you to the death? How are you to death? Set up a date. Set up a date to treat you just by virtue of you being a woman because that's how things are supposed to be. You ever feel like y'all are born in the wrong time or the wrong timeline? You entered into this space in the wrong time. That's how I feel, man. I've been feeling like that since a child. You know what I'm saying? And I just see stuff like this and I comment on it. People get upset. People like it. That's a different story. But we're going to get up off this, man. Stop talking about it. Let's get into some clips, guys. Let's go.
Are you looking to establish your business using an address other than your home? Wish you had a...
Do you want to come over and drink? Me? Come over and day drink. Excuse me, I read that all wrong. Or if another dude asks you, or if this is a woman asking you, but if it's a woman, why is she the bro? Or is this the opposite way? I don't know.
I think I understand what that means. I think I understand what that meme was trying to do. Basically, it was saying when she asked you to come over and then you go over there and run over, yeah, you run over there to go drink because you're so damn happy that you got invited over. Terrible.
Let's get on to the next clip.
That was terrible. What the hell?
I guess he followed suit. He wanted the buns that bad, man. Dudes do all type of strange stuff out here in these streets. That MJ meme right there never fails, bro. Off top, man. Next clip. Good Buddy was definitely locked in on that one. Or Sheezy. Definitely locked in. Got that whole. Jerry, you're not as loose. You're not as limber. Who cares, man? Anyway, guys, that's been enough for today. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I am the best. Let's run it up to 1 million.
Let's run it up to 1 million, y'all. It's your boy Boss So Great. We're going to see you in the next one. This is your girl CW2 who was here as a guest today. And any final thoughts that you want to say, CW?
I can't think of nothing. I mean, we talked about some stuff. It was pretty interesting topic. I can definitely tell you that. Yeah,
it's definitely a lot different than what I normally would do, but yeah, it's definitely very interesting. Pretty sure they're both single, hopefully. She's still talking about dude too. She think that he's still single too. I don't think he's single though.
Who said who's single?
I think he got a plethora of women, as far as I know. But that's just as far
Who said he was single?
The lady in the comments, Miss Whisper. She said, "Damn."
She said she think he's single.
Yeah, she would hope that he's single because the way he talking, I guess, on him. But look, I'm almost at my 30-minute mark. I'm about to end the stream now. Thank you guys on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Kick, everybody tuned in today. We out. Yep. If I can get the damn thing, all right, here we go.